Relationship drama activates your body's fight or flight response. When conflict occurs, your brain perceives a threat, triggering your survival instincts. During these moments, your body releases stress hormones. Adrenaline and cortisol flood your system, creating that rush of intensity you feel during dramatic situations. When drama occurs, your stress response system activates. Your heart rate increases, your senses heighten, and you experience a burst of energy. This physiological response creates a cycle similar to addiction. The drama provides highs comparable to substance use, with each conflict triggering a dopamine release in your brain. This creates an emotional roller coaster of intense highs followed by devastating lows. The excitement and passion feel like being truly alive in the moment. But these dramatic peaks inevitably lead to emotional crashes. After the adrenaline fades, you're left with exhaustion, anxiety, and even physical symptoms of stress. Over time, drama addiction rewires your brain's reward pathways. Your neural circuits begin to anticipate and even crave the next dramatic episode. This lowers your threshold for what triggers emotional responses, making you more reactive to smaller conflicts. Eventually, normal, healthy interactions feel boring compared to the intensity you've become accustomed to. The long-term effects of drama addiction can be devastating. Chronic stress from repeated adrenaline surges takes a toll on your physical health. Your ability to form stable, healthy relationships becomes damaged. Patterns of instability become normalized, and your emotional resources get depleted, leading to relationship burnout. Understanding why drama feels so good in the moment and so bad in the long run is crucial for breaking this destructive cycle. The addiction to adrenaline becomes self-reinforcing over time. Recognizing these patterns in your relationships is the first step toward healing and creating healthier connections. Drama addiction often stems from deeper issues that affect our emotional responses and relationship patterns. Unresolved trauma is a significant driver of drama addiction. Childhood experiences create patterns that follow us into adulthood. When our emotional needs weren't met, we developed self-protective behaviors that can become habitual. For many, chaotic and dramatic relationships feel familiar because they mirror childhood environments. The drama, while painful, feels like home. A deep need for validation often drives drama-seeking behavior. The intense emotions of dramatic relationships can provide powerful validation that we matter and are worthy of attention. When we feel unseen or unimportant, creating drama can become a way to be noticed. These heightened emotions can feel like genuine connection, making the cycle of seeking validation through drama particularly addictive. Surprisingly, many people develop a subconscious fear of stability. When we're accustomed to emotional intensity, calm and peaceful relationships can actually feel threatening or boring. For those addicted to drama, stability might feel empty or unfamiliar. There's often an underlying fear that without intense emotional exchanges, the relationship lacks true connection. Creating drama becomes proof that both partners are emotionally invested. Deep feelings of shame or unworthiness create another pathway to drama addiction. When we fundamentally don't believe we deserve loving, respectful relationships, we unconsciously seek partners or create situations that confirm these negative self-beliefs. This often manifests as self-sabotage when things are going well, because the calm contradicts our core beliefs about ourselves. The resulting drama actually reinforces our negative self-image, creating a difficult cycle to break. Unhealed attachment wounds from our earliest relationships significantly influence our adult relationship patterns. Our early bonds with caregivers create templates for how we connect with others throughout life. Anxious attachment often leads to hypervigilance and fear of abandonment, while avoidant attachment creates push-pull dynamics. Disorganized attachment, which combines both anxious and avoidant tendencies, can result in particularly chaotic relationship patterns marked by drama. Understanding these underlying issues helps explain why the drama cycle in relationships is so compelling and difficult to break. Each of these core wounds creates its own pathway to drama addiction. The relationship cycle often begins in the honeymoon phase, but underlying issues quickly emerge as differences become apparent. These root causes then fuel conflict, potential separation, and eventually the golden afterglow that makes us forget the pain and restart the cycle. Recognizing your particular underlying issues is the crucial first step toward breaking free from drama addiction and building healthier relationship patterns. Signs that you might be addicted to drama in relationships can manifest in various ways. Do you confuse warning signs with butterflies? This emotional roller coaster is a hallmark of drama addiction. When warning signs in a relationship feel like excitement or butterflies, it may be a sign of drama addiction. Drama addicts often experience extreme emotional states, feeling euphoric during the good times and completely despondent during conflicts. Rather than accepting the reality of a relationship, drama addicts tend to cling to its potential or what it could be. Over time, this pattern can lead to a distorted sense of self as your identity becomes wrapped up in the drama. Just like butterflies undergo transformation, relationships with drama addiction follow patterns that often begin in childhood. Many drama addicts unconsciously replay patterns from childhood relationships, seeking to resolve old wounds. The chaos and intensity can become a source of validation, making you feel important or special when conflicts arise. The brain becomes accustomed to the rush of intense emotions, creating a physiological addiction to drama. Paradoxically, stable and healthy relationships may feel boring or uncomfortable if you're used to constant emotional intensity. Behavioral signs often manifest in how you interact with others and handle conflicts. Excessive gossiping about others' problems can be a way to create or participate in drama externally. If you feel uncomfortable or anxious during periods of calm, your nervous system may be conditioned to expect conflict. Drama addiction often extends beyond romantic relationships into a pattern of chaotic friendships. Sharing private conflicts on social media or with multiple friends can be a way to amplify drama for attention. Consistently framing yourself as the victim in conflicts without taking responsibility is another sign of drama addiction. The Karpman drama triangle illustrates how people with drama addiction cycle through three primary roles in relationships. The victim role is characterized by feelings of helplessness and statements like, "Why does this always happen to me?" The rescuer appears helpful, but often uses others' problems to avoid dealing with their own issues. The persecutor blames and criticizes others, using anger to mask vulnerability. Recognizing these signs in your own life is the first step toward healthier relationship patterns. Ask yourself, do conflicts in your relationships follow predictable patterns that seem to repeat? Notice if you're consistently drawn to people who create chaos or uncertainty in your life. Consider whether stable, drama-free relationships feel boring or unfulfilling to you. Pay attention to feelings of being overwhelmed by the emotional intensity in your relationships. Identifying these patterns is essential for breaking the cycle of drama addiction and building healthier relationships. The cycle of drama in relationships follows predictable patterns that can leave you emotionally drained. This dysfunctional cycle begins with the feel-good phase, often called the honeymoon period, where everything seems perfect. During the feel-good phase, everything seems perfect. There's a strong emotional connection, and any problems are minimized or ignored. This leads to the wound activation phase, where small conflicts trigger past hurts and arguments begin over seemingly minor issues. Eventually, this escalates to the full-blown argument phase, with major fights where past grievances are weaponized and one or both partners may play the victim. Finally, the makeup phase provides intense reconnection and promises to change, but without addressing the underlying issues, setting the stage for the cycle to repeat. A key component in relationship drama is the drama triangle, where people cycle through three destructive roles. The victim adopts a poor me mentality, feeling helpless and avoiding responsibility for their situation. The rescuer needs to feel needed, often enabling the victim while avoiding their own problems. The persecutor blames and criticizes others, controlling through guilt while deflecting their own insecurities. These roles interact in a predictable cycle. The critic berates the victim, who seeks comfort from the rescuer, who then blames the critic. This pattern continues, creating ongoing drama. This cycle creates constant emotional exhaustion, prevents real issues from being resolved, damages trust, and reinforces unhealthy patterns. Breaking the drama cycle requires healthy conflict resolution. These 8 methods offer alternatives to the destructive patterns of drama addiction. To interrupt this destructive cycle, recognize your role in the drama triangle. Practice emotional regulation before responding to triggers. Address issues directly without escalation. Focus on current issues rather than past grievances. Take responsibility for your part in conflicts, and set healthy boundaries that support growth rather than drama. By learning to recognize and interrupt these patterns, you can begin to break free from the addictive cycle of relationship drama. Love addiction and gaslighting form a dangerous combination that can lead to significant emotional harm. Recent research published in April 2025 has revealed a significant connection between love addiction and the acceptability of gaslighting behaviors. Love addiction follows a predictable cycle where individuals become trapped in a pattern of fantasy, denial, emotional withdrawal, and obsession. Love addicts tend to invest more emotional energy in relationships, which creates a significant power imbalance. Their strong desire to maintain the connection makes them willing to tolerate harmful behaviors that they might otherwise recognize as unacceptable. This vulnerability makes love addicts prime targets for gaslighting, a form of manipulation where reality is distorted, making victims question their perceptions. Manipulative partners use various tactics against love-addicted individuals, particularly gaslighting and other forms of emotional manipulation. The effects of gaslighting on love-addicted individuals can be devastating, resulting in self-doubt, anxiety, and loss of identity. The combination of love addiction and gaslighting creates a particularly dangerous situation. Love addicts seek validation at any cost, while gaslighters exploit this emotional vulnerability. As the relationship progresses, the victim becomes increasingly dependent. Reality distortion becomes normalized, and the cycle becomes more difficult to break. Understanding this dangerous connection is the first step to protecting yourself. Learn to recognize the signs of love addiction and identify gaslighting behaviors early. Maintain connections with friends and family who can provide objective perspectives. Keep a personal record of events, and don't hesitate to seek professional support if needed. The more you understand this dangerous combination of love addiction and gaslighting, the better equipped you'll be to protect yourself from emotional abuse. Recognizing the need for help is a crucial step in overcoming drama addiction in relationships. Don't be afraid to seek professional help. Therapists, support groups, and relationship coaches can provide valuable guidance and tools. Support groups create a safe environment where you can share experiences and learn from others who understand what you're going through. Building a drama-free life requires several essential components. Self-awareness helps you recognize patterns. Setting boundaries protects your well-being. Effective communication prevents misunderstandings, and emotional regulation keeps you centered. It's important to understand what real love looks like compared to drama addiction. Real love is grounded, present, and creates safety, not a constant roller coaster of emotions. Remember, a healthier, more stable relationship future is possible. With the right support and personal commitment, you can break free from drama addiction and experience the peace of genuine connection.